Hey, what's going on, people? It's SGZ here from the SpartanGameZone, and in this video I'll be covering 5 of the best dedicated drop farming locations for you to target while the Borderlands 3 Farming Frenzy event is active. But even when it's over, these will still serve you well. This is part 1 of 2, and I'll have another 5 going live soon. If you're not aware, the Farming Frenzy event is live until the end of this month and increases the drop rates of Legendaries, dedicated and anointed items. Although when I tested on Graveward and the Rampager, I didn't see an increase in Legendaries drop, but I did see way more anointed gear, and you can check out my video on that if you want some more info. For now though, it's a perfect time to get farming for anointments on your favorite guns, and all these targets I'm about to showcase drop some pretty great stuff, and were picked thanks to your reception of my guaranteed farm videos. There's no respawn enemies in this list, so you don't need to worry about them spawning, and I've got another video out on that if that's what you're after. All I ask is if you could drop a like if you found this useful, and let's get started. The first enemy you want to look to target is Celestra, who you can find in the Tanzania ruins in this area. Celestra has an increased chance to drop the Laser Exploder, which is the main reason most people will want to farm him. The Laser Exploder is a powerful Torque assault rifle that shoots, you guessed it, lasers. It comes in every element, and you want to farm for a double penetrating one, as that is the best variant that deals the most damage. If you play as Amara though, you'll also want to farm Celestra for a Spiritual Driver, which is arguably her best class mod, but it can only be dropped by Celestra if you farm him on Mayhem 4. The Brainstormer is another weapon that you should be farming for during the Farming Frenzy event. It has an increased chance to drop from Katagawa Ball, who you can find right at the end of Skywell 27. The Brainstormer is the perfect gun for crowd control and is better the more enemies there are around. This is because of the lightning that changes between all enemies who are in close distance to who you're shooting. The more chains there are, the more damage you deal, and it's not unusual to kill 3 or more enemies when you've only shot at the one. Moving on now to the Agonizer 9000, who you can find in this area, inside the guts of Carnivora. The Agonizer 9000 has an increased chance to drop the Dictator, a Vladoff assault rifle that fires a barrage of bullets in a wide spread. Because of the wide spread, the Dictator is very inaccurate, but due to the sheer number of bullets it fires, it is still extremely deadly in close range situations. Another notable drop from the Agonizer 9000 is the White Elephant Relic. It is great when paired with a Face Puncher, as each pellet has a 30% chance to attach a sticky bomb to your enemy, and this combination can deal some serious damage. Speaking of the Face Puncher, it has an increased chance to drop from Handsome Jackie, who you can find in Skywell 27, hanging around in this area. The Face Puncher is a great gun, but you may not notice that immediately, and personally I've never been a big user of it. I respect it though, and the reason I respect it is because of the huge number of build possibilities it gives you. These possibilities are opened up because the damage it deals is considered melee damage rather than weapon damage. It means that any relic or ability that activates when you deal melee damage will activate when you shoot someone with this gun. Because of this, the Face Puncher can't be used to great effectiveness straight out of the gate, but when worked with, can become very powerful. Lastly, we have Phoenix, who is a real pain to farm generally. Still will be when compared to the others, but hopefully the Farming Frenzy event rewards you more for your efforts. Phoenix can be found in the Splinterlands at this point on the map. Phoenix is dedicated to dropping the Deathless Artifact, a very powerful artifact that is super effective on Moes, but can be used to great effect still on all other Vault Hunters. The reason it is most effective on Moes is because of the skill she has that boosts gun damage the lower her health is, and because the Deathless reserves this health at 1, rather than setting it there, her gun damage is boosted all the time. Reserving health at 1 may sound a little scary, but don't be afraid. The Deathless Artifact also doubles your shield, while also improving its recharge rate and delay. So that's all for 5 of the best dedicated farming locations in Borderlands 3. I hope it helped you out and it gave you some idea of which dedicated farming locations to target. If it did, consider dropping a like or subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.